Okay, now your picture just went away. How do I get that back?
I still see you.
There you are. Okay. It put up another menu option, so okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go through some of those breathing exercises now. As much as possible, shoulders back and keep yourself in an upright position. If you need to, since we are at a desk here, you can go ahead and like sit on your knees if that's easier for you to get into an upright position. Hopefully that would still work. Just more than anything, we want that spine nice and tall so that you can get plenty of room for the lungs to work. So first we'll take a nice deep breath in. And then let it out with control, pushing from underneath to let the air out as opposed to just letting it happen right out of the get-go.
Okay.
Good. And then take another breath in, a little deeper this time, filling in some more nooks and crannies. And let it out with control. Good. And then let's take that biggest, deepest breath in, filling every inch of that balloon that is your lungs. And let that out with control. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do one that I call my hyperventilation exercise, and I'm going to try and see if we can do it with me just mimicking to you what you need to do, and you can just repeat by rote for that. So let me get my keyboard where I want it to be here. Okay. So make it sound like this, if you will. First, remember, first thing, we've done this exercise before, yes? The hyperventilation exercise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just remember at the beginning that you want to breathe out. It's going to be an instinct to want to breathe in before you start singing. Keep the air out as much as possible. You can still sing with nothing in your lungs. So, and then take breaths in such that by the time we're done with the 5-note exercise, you feel that full feeling like we just had with that last breath. Okay? So we'll start like this.
Okay. Like ish.
Okay. Yeah, with the 5-note exercise, you just kind of started where we left off. So bring it back down for me, just matching pitch. And if you need to, for your own keyboard, we are in the key of A for that one. So if you need a starting pitch for that, that's your A right there. Okay.
Okay.
So breathing out again. Better. Can you give me more dramatic breaths in there? Because I don't feel like we're getting a ton of air in on that. And go, let's go a little bit slower too. Let's go more like Okay, so you went quite a bit higher on that one. You got your notes there in front of you?
Yeah, you want me to like play with it?
Yeah, I just say play with yourself to help keep yourself in track there, because I don't think you're like usually good for like the first 2 or 3 notes, and then you get excited and go a little bit too high. So just to help keep yourself in check that those are smaller steps instead of leaps. It's a C sharp there.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, a little bit lower on that one. Let's go through those pitches real slow first. Do an on that one. There it is. There it is. Okay, give me a little more volume too to help me out. Do the B. Okay. Do an Do a C sharp. A D. To the E. Okay, good. Now, when you're doing these exercises too, I want you to think about how it feels. For me, like I've already told you my backstory, I had some tonal issues when I was a child. And I know when I went to school to study tonality, which is the first time I'd ever done it, I really had to think about what it felt like right here. I mean, it is a mental game because I know you can hear the pitches, but it's a matter of being able to relate what you're feeling here with what you know up here. So as you're going through and doing each of these pitches, I want you to just kind of get an idea of what it feels like. Does it feel lower in your register? Does it feel high in your register? Kind of thing. You should be able to tell the difference if you're stopping and thinking about it. So that should help you in this particular exercise prevent from wanting to jump up way too high because you'll be able to tell, oh, I just totally changed to a different part of my register than what I was just in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So good. That was good. Let's do that one more time.
Okay.
So we went a little bit too high there. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, good. So let's do that exercise. Try to do it now that you kind of got the notes a little bit. Let's try to do it again nice and slow. So you didn't quite go low enough to start, so give yourself that starting A, okay? U-H, Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, now I'm going to trick you up and switch keys on you. Okay, so let's make a jump. It's a slightly easier key. Let's make a jump to C.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's all white notes. Yay for that.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and play that for you to get it in your head.
Like that?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. Like that?
Generally speaking, let's can we play those notes for yourself, for your ear, to be able to get a grasp on that? Yeah, those were the right notes. Okay, so let's go through and try to do that. Do you need a quick break?
No.
Are you okay? Okay, just making sure. For that, let's go ahead and do that with the breathing in between. About that tempo is actually pretty good, so keep it nice and slow. Good. Do it again, but give me more breath in. I feel like you're focusing on the notes and not as much on the breath in. So I'm going to make your brain work a little harder here. Okay? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's switch to the key of D. Only has an F sharp in there. So that one's a pretty simple one too.
Okay.
Good. Give me a little bit more volume and make it more dramatic. More volume and more breath in. Good. Except you got to that A like 2 notes early. And then it's funny because you just stayed there. You're like, eventually the keyboard will catch up with me. I love it. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let's go back to the D and try that one more time. Good. There it is. Okay. Let's try E. It's not too bad. It's got an F and a G sharp in it.
Okay. F sharp and G sharp?
Yep.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so doing that one again with the breath in between. Good, 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 good. Let's do F. That one's got a B flat. Oh, let's also switch, instead of to an ah, let's switch to that taller aw, where we're tucked in a little bit there. Yep. So you're wanting to take it an octave down. So think higher in your register. Yep, there it is. Natural A. B flat.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
G, A, B flat, C. Okay.
Yep. A, B flat. Yeah, a little bit more, I think a little bit more air will help us get that C. It's just slightly under pitch, just a little bit. So get some real dramatic air in between those pitches, and I think that'll fix it.
Okay.
Fix the pitch, but I did notice you took a breath in before we started, which is kind of the opposite, so then you didn't really have a ton of place to go, right?
Okay.
So one more time, take the breath out, and then start, and lots of breath in between. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, good. So then let's do, remind me, did we do full octaves last time? I think we did. Were you able to figure out what those other pitches were for the 6 and 7? Ish. I like that face. That was precious.
The music theory is not my thing, but what I did put the thing on my phone to like practice going up and down. Because I was like, I don't know this music theory business.
Okay, so how did that go then?
Not so well.
How's your practice? Not so great. Okay.
A 37.
Okay, so let's go through and actually write down the rest of those. I think I gave you, what, the first 2?
Yeah, you did.
Did I give you? Okay.
You gave me C sharp and D.
C sharp and D. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And, well, did I give you C? Because C is basically, it's all white notes. So we just have A and B to C.
Okay.
So that's an easy one.
Okay.
But I didn't give you what's before that then. I didn't give you the B, the key B. No. Okay. So we have one. So we would have, yeah, that's C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. So then we have G sharp, A sharp, and B for the key of B.
G sharp, A sharp, what? B?
G sharp, B sharp, or I'm sorry, G sharp, A sharp, B.
B, okay.
Yeah. So in that one, you'll notice you're basically hitting all of the black notes.
Okay.
You're hitting all of them. The only ones that are natural are B and E. Does that look right on your paper?
B sharp, sharp, D sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it sounds complicated, but it's simple if you just think about it as being you're going to hit every black note on that one. Okay. Then for your B flat, you'll hit G, A, and B flat.
Okay.
And then for A, you'll hit F sharp, G sharp, and A.
Sharp, G sharp, A. Okay.
So I think that's everything backwards. And then if I give you the key of D, looking at E flat, I think is what we called it. Is that right on your paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You'll have C, D, and E flat. Okay, in the key of E, you'll have C sharp, D sharp, and E. Key of F, you'll have D, E, and F.
Okay.
Key of F sharp, you'll have D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, which is one of those enharmonic notes. So your E sharp is the note F. If you want to write that in parentheses, that's the same thing.
Okay.
I can't remember. Did we keep going? Do we have more keys?
We have G and A flat. Yeah.
G and A flat. Okay. So for G, you're hitting E, F sharp, and G.
Okay.
And then A flat, you're hitting F, G, and A flat.
G, A flat. Flat. And we had A too. Regular A, which I guess is the same as the A before it.
I was going to say, yeah, should be the first A that we started with. Yeah, okay. So what I want you to do is to maybe at the top of your page, hopefully they kind of lined up, notes 1, 2, 3, and 4 kind of lined up in columns. Is that hopefully true with what you were writing down generally? Well, because I want you to be able to identify, I would number my notes between, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, I need to transcribe this, like, a little better. Just, like, all over the place. I don't know if you could even see that.
Oh, okay. Well, they're generally kind of close. So I want you to be able to identify the number of your notes, 1 through 8.
Okay.
So, so note 1 is whatever your very first letter name is, note name is.
Oh, yeah.
And then I want you to know where note 3 is. So that would be the third one in, and then note 5 being the 5th one in, and then 8 is your one that's the same as what you started with. It's just an octave up, okay? So what I would like you to try and do, let's see how it goes, is we'll start with, let's start with B, and I want you to do 1, 3, 5, 8, going up. So it should sound,
Okay. You want me to play it or just copy you?
So play it first so that I know you're giving yourself the right notes.
E sharp, F sharp, B.
Yeah. So when you're doing this exercise, I want you to realize you're changing, mostly, you're changing between the lower part of your register and the higher part of your register. So you need to be thinking how that feels, like I said before, making sure that it feels like it's the upper part of your register at the 8 and the lower part of your register at the 1, okay? So yeah, let's just do it on just on an ah, make it nice and tall. So this is the lower part of your register, more of like an ah, but maybe with a little into it. Ah. Uh-huh. Up higher? That's better. That's better. Can you give me a little more volume too? I'm needing a little bit of extra. Can we do that one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Okay. Let's do the same thing with the key of C.
Okay. So that is, consult my notes. Okay. Okay. E, G,
Yep. Yep, there it is. Good. I need more open to your mouth so that the sound has a way to get out and so that you can give me some more volume on that. Think more There it is. Good. That was better. That was good. Can we do that same one backwards? So we do 8, 5, 3, 1.
We can try. Good. So I want you to be doing this exercise when you're at home with all the keys. I'm trying to stick with some of the easier ones for today. But I want you to be doing this exercise to get your tonal ear used to going the full gamut and your voice to begin to get used to going the full gamut of your range. Because you can sing this far without too much trouble as long as you're practicing it. So, you know, it's a muscle like anything else, just needs to be practiced a little bit. Let's try one more. Can we try C sharp, which is basically the exact same notes you just played, just they're all sharped instead of natural. So C, F sharp, or F?
C sharp.
C sharp, and then F.
And then essentially F, yeah.
And then G sharp, and then C sharp again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And make sure you're getting plenty of breath on this too. I want that full feeling with the breath.
G sharp.
This is more the little lower.
G sharp.
Make it tall. Yep, there it is. So when you're in the lower part of your register, the overarching principle that we're not hitting the pitch is because you're trying to make it a little too tall at that point. I want you to think more for the general placement of your mouth. It's an sound. It's still, the jaw is still down, but instead of a more thin E or gets you into that feeling for deepness on that. And it actually lowers your larynx just a little bit at that point. So then you're hitting the notes when you think more So at the lower part of your register, which is basically anything from like a D above middle C below, think more okay? When we're in the higher part of your register, let's say an A above middle C and above, you need to think taller, skinnier thoughts to that sound, more okay? Because when you make those changes, all of a sudden you're hitting the pitches just fine. There's no concern about it. So just make sure that you're making those corrections for each key that you're doing them in. Okay, so I would even write that down maybe on your sheet that you got there with the keys so that you can remember which parts of the range that you're in. And then as you're going through the exercise, say, I need to start with an but end with an you know, or if you're doing it backwards, I need to start with the end with an You know what I'm saying? So that you're getting the pitches a little bit more accurate on that. Okay. All right, that's good though. I liked it. Let's do Trying to think of what exercise I'd like to do. Okay, so let's take the key of C, going with that mentality of what we just did. Let's practice kind of a new exercise that'll go through the full octave. Starting at the 8 and working your way back, which in the key of C, it's all white notes, so just start from one C and make your way to the other. And I want you to make those changes from the at the top to the at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Nice big breath in to help you support that sound. Taller. Hold on. Let's pitch correct here. I think you took a full step, that first from the 8 to the 7 instead of a half a step.
Okay.
So we need to think a little bit smaller or maybe even higher. That might be a mental image that helps you think a little bit higher, because what's happening is this is taller in your range. It's a little uncomfortable. So you're wanting to quickly get to something that feels more comfortable.
Okay.
So think for at least, let's just say for at least the first 3 notes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And maybe if you mentally accept that, your body will be okay with staying up there a little bit longer, okay? So think a little taller. Let's try that again. Nope. Okay. So let's just get from the 8 to the 7 and hold the 7. Right there. Go up to the C. To the 7. Yeah, it's a very, very small step. It's very small. So almost think of it as if you're doing the C a second time. Okay, so think, and let's see if that helps to get that a little bit closer.
Okay.
Okay, it's very infinitesimal. Hello. Bedtime is so hard.
Okay.
All right, nice tall, aw.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, there it is. Okay, back up to the C. A little bit down. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, let's do that again for memory's sake.
Right.
Okay, you're still just slightly wanting to go to the B flat. It's not all the way there. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. So we're making progress. One more time. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so now let's do 8, 7, 6.
Okay.
Keep it short. Yeah, that was better. That was better. Okay, let's do that again. 8, 7, 6. Good. Okay, so now let's try to keep going. I'll let you know if we need to stop and do a check. Okay, starting at 8. Moving more to the Yeah, that was better. Let's do that whole thing again. Moving to the Yeah, that was good. Okay, let's try to see if we can do the same thing with the key of B.
The key of B.
Right? This one only has the 2 naturals, which are B and E.
Okay.
Everything else is sharp.
Let's be like here. I'm like confused about playing backwards.
E natural.
Right.
Yep, E natural to D sharp. Yep. Yep, that's it. So B and E are the only natural. Everything else move to that black note that makes it sharp.
Okay.
Makes sense, okay? Starting tall at the top with the ah. E natural.
E natural.
E natural. Good. Let's do that one more time. Give me a little bit more volume on it, but pitches sounded great. Yeah. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Let's go to A. This one has a C, F, and G sharp. Good. Okay, give me lots of volume. Still a little bit taller at the top side. It'll get easier since we're a little bit more to a medium part of your range. So, you know, you don't need it to be like crazy tall like you did with the key of C, but it'll still be a little bit tall at the top. Your more concern will be making sure you get to the at the bottom side.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Okay, so I want you to work on those this week to begin to get your brain working on not only being able to hear the full gamut of the scale, but to also get it working towards the difference in sort of shape of your mouth that you'll need to do for the different parts of your range. Okay, continue to do breathing exercises, continue to do support work. We'll probably work a little bit more than that when we get that music together for you. We'll start going through phrasing, and it'll be really important that you've got some support work established there so that we can get the phrasing that we want for that. I think that's about all I wanted to work on today. Questions, concerns?
I don't think so.
Feel good about that? Okay, good.
I got to be in a recording studio over the weekend, so that was fun. Not for me.
I saw that.
My husband's band. That was super fun. So.
Right? That's exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't say, did they enjoy, is that the first time recording, or have they done that before?
Well, for my husband it was. For Nicole it wasn't. But it was
fun. That's exciting. I've seen recordings, and I guess I have been a part of a recording in a choir before, but never been solo exactly. So that sounds really exciting. Very cool. Okay. So I think that's it for now. So it looks like I'll need to leave the meeting in order to stop the recording. So hopefully all things work well tonight for me to be able to get what I need to get the things to you that we need to do. And so you just keep working on your scales, and it's coming along. It really is. It's coming along very nicely. So I hope you feel encouraged, because I do. Good. All right, sounds good. And we'll see you next Wednesday then.
Yeah, all right, awesome. Thanks, Rachel.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Where's my